guys, welcome back. Here's a little yoga video we're doing today, and the focus today is kind of the road or the foundation to practicing headstand. I love headstand, and if you come to a lot of our classes, you probably notice that we'll give a lot of time, generally in the ends, to actually practice inversions. And there's sometimes forearm stand or handstand, but our main one is classical headstand. I think it's a really amazing part of a balanced practice, and it makes you feel good. There's a few things that I've seen and that I notice. Sometimes we get a little bit fixated on the end result. So trying to jump up, it's very wobbly, the arms are out wide, and it just feels a little bit like a yoga mess, which is fine. It is a fun kind of thing to do, but it may not be as much a yoga thing to do. So we're going to look at the foundation, how you can really work into it from a place of, let's say, humility. So you're grounding a nice solid foundation and not becoming dependent on a wall, dependent on a buddy, but actually working deeper into your body. So it's kind of an empowered self-experience, which is the journey I went on, and I think it's an amazing thing to take on yourself. So a few things before we start. Your foundation is really key. So knowing what you need in your body, the kinds of poses leading up, is helpful before you get in. So you might see a lot of times we teach dolphin pose, and dolphin is a strong foundation to know if your arms and your upper body is actually ready to go. So dolphin, when you're taking this pose, is like a down dog on the forearms. You come down, the distance you're looking, we can take opposite arms, place them down, but your elbows are stacked underneath your shoulders. Spreading the fingers, you tuck your toes and lift up from here. Now the big thing you're looking for is that I'm not collapsing through my shoulders. I'm pressing away. My head is comfortably off the ground. I feel strong, and I can squeeze those elbows in and press down. And then knees to the ground. And so doing variations of dolphin is a really helpful foundation as well to build all this upper body kind of strength and even just awareness, so that you know you're not going to collapse through your shoulders and into your neck. The other big thing we're using is like deeper abdominal muscles. So those lower abdominals, not the six pack, but like the mula bandha that's lifting you up to contain the kind of lift of lowering of your legs. So I like to do it in stages, and I think it's a great idea when you're training. So stage one, we're not even going to take the feet really off the ground, okay? You're looking at my thumb. It's going to come in between my eyes, my third eye point, and then the middle finger comes onto the top of the head. Yeah? Other thing you can do is like place a block, balance it, find this point. This is where your head is going onto the ground. Sometimes people want to put their head forward because that feels a little more natural when we're going down, because we're not used to having the weight all down through the head. And then I'm going to interlace my fingers. It's like opening a little fence here, and my elbows come down to the ground. Now again, common mistake is the arms too wide. So you bring them in, you can catch hold of opposite elbows, press them down, and I like to think of it as a number 11. I'm looking at a number 11. So my head comes to the ground now on that point. I rise onto my toes and lift up. And I want to share the weight evenly between my elbows and my head. Walk the feet in as close as I can, and then just one at a time. Lift. Place the foot down. Lift up. Place the foot down. Now as you're doing this, you're pressing evenly into your elbows. Okay, then I come down. Little child's pose, and then come back up ready for stage two. So the importance here is that I'm feeling this even weight. So you think a third, and a third of your weight going down. Eventually even your head can come off the ground if you're kind of really pulling that in. And by lifting the legs, I'm just getting familiar. I'm not rushing or pushing my body too far. And then I always take a child's pose. So once you've got your dolphin, you've got your little steps, we're going to go into the headstand. Okay, so same setup again, coming down. Place the head down, and I lift up. And I know my body's going to tell me when I'm ready for this, so I can lift one. I keep my knee into the chest, and then I lift the other one up. Okay, and I want to be able to hold here for 10 to 30 seconds. Then pressing through the elbows, I'm going to start to open my hips. Keep the bend in the knees so I stay low to the ground. And then once that feels strong, my legs stay together, and I extend up the headstand. Okay, so I'm pressing down through those elbows, nice and strong, drawing the belly in. And then same way to come out. Bend my knees. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Feet come down. Release. And once again, back in child's pose. Okay, so it's so important to give yourself that moment to really assimilate what your body's just done, okay, by going upside down, then coming back down. we want to rest. So that is the foundations working into your headstand, and I hope you will enjoy, and we'll see you soon.